This video was brought to you by A-List CBD and A-List Unlimited. Are you tired of looking through CBD products and not knowing what the heck is going on? What are these products even? Do you hate going to smoke shops and people there don't even know what they're selling? Come through to A-List CBD and A-List Unlimited. We actually test the products ourselves, that way we can give you an accurate description of how it works and how these products will make you feel. We carry trusted and proven brands like CBDMD and 7th Hill CBD, as well as other smaller brands that we like and trust. Give us a follow on Instagram for updates on restocks, new inventory, and sales. We also ship to all 50 states with priority shipping. Just send us a message on Instagram. When I have 1,000 episodes, I want to be like, oh shit. All right, so we are live right now. What is good, YouTubes and Twitch? I think if I stream this on Twitch, it's your boy Ray, and this is the Everyday City Carry. Tonight, I've got my boy Jerad from Neeve's Knives.
How you doing, Ray?
Sick, bro. You know I love you, man, and I fucking defend all my boys and shit. And like lately, there's been shit, like happening in a lot of rumblings in the knife community right now, and I just want to take a look at some of the screens I have here. Okay, so this is your YouTube right here. Okay, like I searched and I put I loaded it to like the highest viewed videos, and I think there are people that just refuse to believe that a knife video posted a month ago has hit 11 million views. I am not one of those people. Okay, I have seen this type of phenomenon before, right? Yeah. And even from a knife person, shout out to Mr. Old Man, who put up a collection video in 2016, and overnight it hit like 4 million views. It just happens sometimes. It's very rare. And you definitely
but there is some
shit, hold on, I gotta show the fucking thing. I forgot. It is right
There's
there.
some methods to the madness, though. And we can talk about it.
Yeah, so a lot of people that are just getting into this, or even
what's my next highest video after that?
5 different kinds of knives. 1.9 million. And then
how many do I have over 1 million?
A lot, bro. Okay, 4 of them over 1 million.
So, yeah, that's fire, man. That's badass.
So the thing to me when I look at these,
acting like I don't know that already.
when I see these kinds of numbers, right? Yeah. One, I think definitely someone is working really hard. And 2, like also there is some luck with the algorithm as well. There's ways to game the algorithm as well. Yeah. And I'm going to talk about like things that I've been doing recently to kind of, you know what I'm going to talk about already.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But how did you achieve like what you guys have achieved in such a short time when there are people that have been doing knife YouTube for a decade that haven't even come close?
Well, one thing I would say is you don't want to get stuck in your roots. You always want to be true to yourself, right? Obviously, but if you have to do something for so long, but you have to pay attention to your analytics and see if it's paying off or if it's not. And if it's not, after like say 3 months, 6 months, something like that, you got to switch it up. And there's right? If you pay attention to your videos or analytics, which videos do good, which videos do bad, right? You already kind of know that. Like you kind of know like the ones that you have to do that you already know they're not going to get that much traction. And those are the ones that do really well. And if you can figure that out, you can continue to do the ones that do the best the most, right? And just the ones that don't get much traction, get rid of them. Like if people aren't going to watch them, just get rid of them and change it up and start going into the stuff that the people want to see. That's not saying that if there's something you like to do that doesn't get much traction, obviously do it, but continue to pay attention to that. Continue to another thing is with your titles, your thumbnails, things like that, there's certain catchphrases. I forget the name of it. It's called something. I can't think of the name of it, but it's called something. And it's like certain words do very well in the algorithm.
Like keywords?
Yeah, keywords. There you go. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. Yes, keywords. So you can get keywords that'll automatically do really well in the algorithm, and you can use them to reflect.
Oh,
sorry. let me decline this. You can use it to your advantage for your video, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's very important to do that, because those are the types of things that hits the algorithm and makes you wind up, like, put it this way. This is a good example. Say if I said Kaiser Vanguard, right? Kaiser Vanguard. Somebody actually has to type in Kaiser Vanguard to find that, rather than best knife ever, right? Best is and ever are two good keywords that are going to do great, right?
Yeah.
Now you can't bullshit. You actually have to mean it, or, you know, like, say if you're doing a video and there's something great in the video that happens, or something that that pops off in the video, or something that's that would work in the title, but it also explains the video. You can do that, things like that. Those are really good, because it hits the algorithm right. People actually click on it. People like it, or like to click on those types of videos. And if you can do those in a row, right? Like, if you can get, because you know the thought of arrows, right? The green arrows, right? Nobody wants to see the red arrows. You know, where they say, like, you didn't do as good as yesterday, or whatever.
Right. The up or downs. Yeah.
Right. Up or downs. Right.
Yeah.
If you can get your videos to do constant arrows up, right? Well, after so long, and you can have some down, right? You can have some down, but the majority is up. The majority. YouTube's algorithm sees that and starts boosting you a little bit more. So, like, let's say if, like, last month, YouTube was sharing me with 10,000 people, right? Well, I've had green arrows the whole time. So now YouTube's like, okay, we'll share them with 20,000 people and see what the percentage does, right? If the percentage goes up, oh, well, then we'll share you with 50,000 now, and then see where the percentage goes. Now, if it starts going back down, well, then they're going to keep you around there. But if the arrows keep going up, then you can continue to get YouTube to keep sharing you. Because this is the thing, is that what they want to do is, they think about this. YouTube makes money, right? They make money off of ads. So it's in their best interest to share you with as many people as your percentage of people that'll click on the video as possible, right? So they don't want to share you with 1 million people if only one, or I don't know, whatever percent that's not good for them is going to click on it. But if it's a high percentage, like, say, I always say, like 10% is pretty good. If you can get like 10% of the people that see your video to click on it, that's awesome. Right. Stick in there, and then you know, they'll keep boosting it up more and more and more. And 10% of whatever they show, you can continue. They'll continue. That's been my experience. My experience is when I'm around 10%, they seem to share me more. So meaning 10% of
the people that they share you to. Right. Yeah, I get it. So what I want to go back to the keyword part, and like, do you have headphones, by the way?
Not near me.
Oh, because I can hear myself echoing through the thing a little bit. No, I think the speaker is going boom, like, sometimes.
Yeah, it's probably going into my mic. Does that help?
Yeah. Yeah.
I can also go like this and turn you down a little bit too.
Yeah.
This might help.
So I want to go back to the keywords a little bit, because how do you find the keywords?
Oh,
like,
well,
do you have like a site or an app, or
yeah, there is.
It?
I don't personally use them, but there is. Yes, you can use like there's TubeBuddy. There's a bunch of other ones. I don't use them, but you can use them. And then what did Lewis?
So how do you know what they are?
So there's ways you can just do it. So, like, say if I want to do and whatever video, right? I can type.
Say you're doing a video about this weird ass knife, this cormorant knife, the Kaiser.
Right. I'll just look it up and see how many people have already done a video. So that would be a bad example, because
how about the 80-20.5?
So it would be like the good thing would be like Demco knives, right? But you would want to add something in that, like ever, right? So like strongest knife ever, or one of the strongest knives ever, or extremely strong lock, things like that. But it's kind of a bad example because it's one object. So you want to use like something exciting, but what you would want to do is you'd want to look in the algorithm by typing it in, and then see how many videos are on it, right? So you look at the videos that are on it, and you could see like, okay, this video had this title and it did really good. So how can I reflect that and add a word or two in there to beat them?
So it's like similar to that video that's being watched a lot already.
Well, like TubeBuddy, what they're gonna do is they're gonna take your title and they're gonna put it, because what you do is you have a video and then you tell them your title idea, and then they tell you how good the title is compared to everything else. And like they'll say like, okay, this has a lot of competition, meaning there's a lot of videos on that already. Now then it'll tell you, is there a lot of people searching that? Right? Because just because there's a lot of videos on it doesn't mean there's a lot of people searching it. So then it'll tell you if it's searchable or not. And then the next thing would be the title and how you can make the best title to have the best, because you're trying to get on the top, right, of the list. You're trying to be on Google search lists and shit. So you want to have the best title that, and they can tell you that. They can tell you if it's a good title or not. You type it in, and then they have like a thing, like a graph that says whether or not it's good or bad. Like I said, I don't use it, but I've researched it, and then I just kind of do it myself.
So let me ask you this: when you're posting a video, let's say you did a video on, I don't know, the Artisan Cutlery Series or something, right? Like, what is your process to like aside from recording it? Right, and doing the editing and all that, what is your process for uploading it? Like, so what do you have to do?
I would do a first impressions on it first. If it doesn't get a good first impressions, I'm most likely not going to do a review, because if it doesn't get, because the first impressions always get better views than my reviews, always. So I already know that my first impression is going to get better than my review. So if the first impressions does really well, then it's going to get a full review. I'll test it because now I know the community wants to see it. But if it doesn't get that great, and I have another knife that's way better and is for sure wanting because it's the community's telling me they want to see it or not. You know, why would I put this knife in front of this knife if nobody gives a fuck about it?
Yeah.
You know, so I'm going to concentrate on the ones that the people want to see. And so that's how I'll determine that. I'll just determine like whether or not they want to see it. Otherwise, what I'll do is I'll take that knife and I'll put it in the best case scenario. So what I'll do is I'll do my first impressions, which usually gets a lot of views, and then I'll add it into a fast 5.
I knew it. So you told me this last time. You told me this last time that, you know, top 5s, top knives lists do really well. And I know another example of a person who uses this as well, who's grown quite a bit too. Wayne Sharp World. There's a lot of top knives, and he's grown like really, really well in comparison to other people that started around the same time.
No, he's doing great. Yeah,
he's doing great.
There's a few people out there, but you know what that says though is the community's getting bigger.
Yeah, it definitely is 100%
huge.
100%.
So that's a good thing for all of us.
No, you know, the thing you know, talking to you now and like having you on this podcast so many times, we've shot the shit about content creation so many times. And it's like the stuff that you told me right now, I actually learned it myself, but it's like I have a laziness to not do it. That's the thing. And I think most people, even people that maybe have done this for a long time, do not want to spend the time to do the research on the wording, or they think maybe doing a top 5 list video is like selling out, kind of.
Why? So this is the way I look at it.
Listen, I'm just going to tell you right now.
Sorry.
I do not fucking feel that way. I am creating fucking titty videos on Instagram.
I love it.
Gotten me up to 140% fucking reach in a week.
That's
so
awesome.
I am doing my own thing to game the system, as they say, you know, because dude, it was getting to a point where I was making all these fire reels, you know, nice editing, like really fun to watch, all of this shit, right? Like that kind of stuff, doing the pods, you know, making connections, networking, like, you know, the people that are a little more prominent in the community, like know, you know, my channel and stuff, but it's like, I still wasn't growing the way I want. And I was like, I have to do something like different. And I have to give people something that they're not getting anywhere else. Right. So I was like, I was watching this girl on TikTok. Her TikTok is Olivia Sweats, right? It's this black girl. She's mad funny. And what she does is kind of similar to what I do, is like she will find like guys or girls that are doing, like, for example, there's this guy, Bradley Thor, who chops fucking logs, and he's like jacked, right? And like a lot of women follow him because he's hot, he's jacked. and she will like do the same thing. She will stitch the video of him cutting the log in half with one shot, and then the next video will be just her like sweating like crazy, and she's like, "You're really good at cutting logs," and she's like drinking water, like being funny, and it's a 15-second clip, and this is how she's amassed like hundreds of thousands of followers. And I was like, why don't I do this? And then I'm pretty funny, already. So like, why don't I do this, do a funny thing, but then show the knife too? Let me try. I did that last week and it fucking worked, dude. Like,
no, dude, I thought it was, when I seen it, dude, you could ask Kara, dude, I started cracking up because I said, he's fucking brilliant. He's fucking brilliant. This is amazing.
Just trying to,
like, this is awesome.
And then I was like, let me do these little like funny things, but also still do everything else that I like doing, podcasting, which is really good. That's like my fun thing. Like that's the only thing I make money on is podcasting. And
well, let me speak into that really quick because so one with the Fast Fives and stuff like that. When I first started doing them, everybody was telling me they loved them, right? So the community told me they loved them because there's a lot of people that don't, and they just explain it. They explained it in the comments. They said, I don't have time to sit through a full review. I would rather see some options and get my opinion on it quick. Like I don't fucking care like about all the little fine details like I do, right? Because I do, right? I care about those details. So I still do my full reviews. I do full reviews and the things that I like to do. But I also got, put it this way, if I want to do this as a growth thing, then I have to appeal to the audience and what they want to some extent. And if they want fast video or fast options fast and get
like a top video.
Right. And it's not like I'm saying like this is the 5 best knives in the world. I never do that. I do it like 5 fast knife reviews. So you're getting exactly what I said. You're getting 5 knives and I'm going to review each one in 2 minutes fast. So then you can see, okay, I like number 3. I'm going to research and watch a longer video on it. And a lot of times I have a full video on the shit. So you can go and watch the full video if you want. And sometimes I tag the thing up in the corner so you can just click on it and go right to the full video if you're interested. But it gives you a lot more options really fast. And numbers, the algorithm likes numbers. They like 5, 7, and 10. So it's a good idea to do. Now with what you're doing, right? With what you're doing, the way because I do the Instagram things and then I do the YouTube what's it called? Reels?
The shorts. YouTube
shorts. Shorts.
YouTube shorts, Instagram Reels.
I'm doing the YouTube shorts, and the way I use them because technically, shorts is not a great revenue, right? You can get like I got some with millions of views, and it's like a couple dollars. Like it's not, but now a YouTube video that would be a significant amount of money. It'd be pretty decent. So what I use them for is a revenue for people to find my channel.
It's like free marketing.
Yes, it's very important because that has literally brought so much attention to my channel just from those. And what I do is I try to teach something in 60 seconds because what I don't want to do is I don't want to give them too much. I want to keep them interested. And this is kind of like what I learned in dog training, right? When you train, you don't want to train a dog longer than a few minutes at a time. And the reason why is because you want to keep them interested in training. You want them to be excited to learn. So when they see my short, they want more. And they're like, oh, let me go check out his channel because obviously, because I'll give them something really quick that maybe they didn't know. Maybe they're learning something. Maybe it's something they find interesting. And then they can go and watch full videos, and get the whole thing,
Yeah, I mean, I totally agree on that, man. I've been sort of high on the like short form content train for a long time. Like, even though I haven't figured it out, and maybe I've like this whole like funny, like kind of sexual humor thing, like might not even last forever for me. But at least right now, it's giving me a lot more attention than I've ever gotten on Instagram. And people maybe will be like, yo, let me pop into his YouTube. Let's see what he's doing. Like I've had accounts that I have never talked to before hit me up, started following me and DM me like, bro, this is the most original shit I've seen in the knife community for a long time. I love it. Like I love, I started following you, whatever. And like, these are accounts that have like 7K, like 8K followers that I've never heard of. And I'm like, oh shit, like maybe something's happening. So actually yesterday, what I did was I wanted to test it, right? So I did a regular video, like the ones with a lot of editing, with the pictures, and then I'll do like me in a different background, or my head on somebody else's body, like that kind of funny shit that I do. But then I do the knife review with no sexual things in it, right? That video took me about 25 minutes to make, posted it on IG Reels, 500 views, very flat. Like all the videos I posted today with the sexual stuff in it is like 3 times that.
Yeah,
almost 3 times the amount of likes. It's like, and the engagement too. Like there's so much engagement. Now, what I've been seeing is like, because I ask a question at the end, like, do we really like the Benchmade 945 or something? And people actually answer the question too. Like some people, they're like, yo, I kind of like the 940 better, stuff like that. Even though they see the titty thing and they laugh about it, they still, engage at the end of the thing.
Come for the titties and stay for the knife.
Yeah. So I'm going to go back to, I'm not going to mention this person by name because I know that he sent me, I don't know who this person is, but this morning sent me a message like saying that like, oh, look at this. This is some bitch move or whatever about like, it's basically, I don't even want to show the graphic. I was gonna, but it's like a chart of you in comparison to Metal Complex, Shabazz, and I think Advanced Knife Pro, I think. And there's this crazy spike, right? And like, I think of it as this. I think that you have been doing all this work for a long time. Like even like I would say like 3 podcasts ago that you were on here, you are already starting to discover these things that you're doing now. And you have probably,
I've been applying them for a long time.
Right, exactly. So when I see something like that happen, other people are like, this shit happened overnight. Yeah. But in my head, I'm like, you guys are wrong. Because he's been trying shit that you haven't been trying for fucking years.
Right. They don't realize my first video over 1 million, that hit over 1 million, was months ago.
Yeah.
So it's not like that was my first video with over 1 million views. It's and one thing really quick. Excuse me. There is a little bit of luck, right?
Of course, 100%. Yeah.
Luck, right. But consistency and busting your ass and doing all that. Now, I'm not saying that you can't be consistent and bust your ass and then it doesn't work, but you can learn different skills and keep trying, keep applying, and eventually it is going to work. Now, the boost, right? That you see the spike, because I was already spiking. Like I have other spikes, like it's like this, right? And I always say, it's like a wave, right?
Yep.
You want to catch the waves when they go up
and just go hard.
It's like a trajectory like this, right? You want it like this, right? You don't want it like this where it's just going straight across. You want it like this where it's going up, right? Because that means your ups, or when you're up, you're doing better than last month's up, and the month before that's up, right? It's always up higher than the month prior. Now, when you can get YouTube to share your shit, that's when you can go viral. You have to have YouTube have your back in sharing your stuff.
Like you somehow appear on the front page of a bunch of people or something like that, right?
Well, also like say, okay, put it this way. What videos suggest you? That's very, very important.
I have no idea what suggests me,
but that's fucking important.
It is.
Videos are suggesting you, because you don't want a channel with 100 subs suggesting you. You want a channel with hundreds of thousands, if not millions.
Oh, you mean like at the end of a video of another person's video?
Yeah, of whatever. Like say Knife Center, right? Knife Center constantly. Like my biggest viewers come from Knife Center.
That's amazing.
After people watch Knife Center, my video usually pops up, and I can see that. I can go in my analytics and see what video is suggesting me the most.
Oh, right. You can see that.
Right. Yeah. So find out what video is suggesting you the most, and what you can do to do it better is find out what channel that's the most successful is sharing you, and do things I'm not saying like them or similar to them, but things that'll appeal to the same audience to some extent. Like think about it. Knife Center, right? They do that thing where they have a whole bunch of knives sitting there and they go through them. my 5 fasts, my top 10s, my all those things, right? So it kind of makes sense. But that's a channel with a lot of followers and a lot of views. So it's a win-win for me if their video is suggesting mine. Now, so what you can do is you can find a channel that is more likely to suggest you, and you can do things similar to them with your style. Like I said in that video, this isn't the game of who's doing the worst and copy them. This is the game of what works on YouTube, what kind of content do I like to do, and what does the audience want, and how can I serve them best? If you want a successful channel, obviously,
like if you
do it in your own style.
See, like the way. Here's the other thing too, right? It's like the way that you are running your channel is like a fucking business, dude.
Oh,
and I think other people don't understand that, and they don't want to put in that time or cannot put in that time. Like like for me, for example, I do not have that time. I don't because of the 6 days a week work week. You know, and Kelly's about to hop on a job at NYU, so you know, fortunately, so maybe I'm gonna be
able to treat it like a job,
right? So maybe I'm gonna be able to do a 4-day work week and then have like another 3 days to kind of do the YouTube stuff, which is kind of like the goal for for middle of this year, right?
Yep.
And you know, another thing is like, do you know this YouTuber? I think he's the biggest YouTuber right now, named Mr. Beast.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm gonna show like exactly like, so Mr. Beast is at 93 million. I've known about him for a long time because I know he did the remake of fucking what's the fucking Squid Game, right? So he was on Rogan's recently, and he literally said, I know the exact way to go viral on YouTube. I literally know exactly what to do. A lot of people don't. And
I do too, but it's just I'm not willing to do those things.
Yeah, like
that's that's the thing, you know.
No, but I'm saying like he's like, I know exactly what to do from the thumbnail to the title to the description to the keywords, and like I literally would mentor people and not even charge them, like friends of mine.
Yep.
And he said that
he's probably made a lot of successful channels out of friends.
Yeah, so he's like I don't want to shout out the channels. I don't know if they want people to know, but I took someone who was getting like maybe 20,000. I think like a few, like he's like, I took someone who was making like 20,000 views to millions of views in like less than 3 months. You can just do that, and I think if you apply these things, and he said, I've been posting on YouTube since 2006. Like people think like this just happened. I've been posting since 2006. Every single day I've been making videos. So I, you know, when I started hearing all this stuff about you, and I was like, no, there's no way he's not fucking doing. There's no way he's doing any of those things. Like, you know, there's things going around that like, you know, it's either he got really lucky with the algorithm, which is probably true, right?
That's a fact.
There is some algorithm luck as well.
Obviously all the work and everything else.
Oh yeah. You can put your
I'm
place.
You can go into that after you're done. Go ahead.
Yeah, you can put yourself in a position to get even better luck with the algorithm, and I think you did that. Or two, they think that maybe, you know, Neeve's Knives has joined some kind of, you know, creative network.
He's buying views, he's buying subs.
No, not even that. So for example, that would be like maybe the third thing on the list. Like number two would be like maybe, and you know, even me, like if a network, like a creative network, for example, like I'm going to use comedy as an example, right? All Things Comedy is a YouTube channel, and they are an umbrella of all these podcasts that I watch. Tiger Belly, like all these huge podcasts, right? So if I were to join All Things Comedy, like I would be promoted by them, and they already have a big enough network. So some people think you did that. And then, of course, there's the bot thing. Now, for me, I don't
understand. What do you mean? I did what? I joined a
network. So no.
Bigger?
Like let's say a bigger network on YouTube, right? That has an umbrella of channels approached you and was like, "Hey, we love your work." Right?
I have them do that.
I'm not saying you did that, by the way.
Right.
But it is a plausible thing. The thing that I absolutely know didn't happen was the bots thing. Like, I knew that absolutely didn't happen.
Yeah.
But then I was like, if it is a bot thing, somebody did it for him, and it like that's why that happened.
No, it didn't happen.
But to me, right? I said the number 1 and 2 thing are more likely than the fucking.
Well, I prove it in that video I made.
Yeah,
I literally show my analytics. I show my analytics on the screen of my impressions for the past 28 days. If you watch that video, I know you haven't seen it, but if you watch that video, I show my analytics for the past 28 days.
I'll link that in the description, by the way, guys, if you want to check that out.
And listen, I'm not my sister watched it, and she called me up, and she could tell I was really mad, right? And I was trying to be as humble as possible. I was trying to be as cool, calm, and collective as possible, because I don't want to get angry over it. I do understand that in people's heads it throws up red flags, and people hear things from other people. I was upset of who was saying those things, not that it was being said. I don't give a fuck that it's being said. It's about the people that were saying it, and I felt, just a certain way. But honestly, I hold no hard feelings, anything like that. It's nothing like that. But when you do bust your ass and you do work really hard, and I spent months.
Bro, I can tell you work fucking so hard, bro.
I've told people over and over, come to me if you want to know what I'm doing. I will tell you step by step what I'm doing. I have nothing to hide, and I want everybody to succeed. I'm not trying to do things in secret and win without anybody else. I want everybody to come, to join in. And I've told other channels, do exactly what I'm doing, just in your own style, right? Why not? Why wouldn't you? That doesn't mean you're stealing content. That means you're stealing things that work and replacing them with things that don't. Who cares? You're still doing your style. It's still you.
Here's the crazy thing, right? In other spaces on YouTube, in other niches, okay? People are creating content on the same topic all the fucking time. I don't understand. There are people reacting to other people's content all over YouTube, but we don't. We can't do that.
Right.
I've always gone about it. This is why, I always tell people, I don't watch a lot of knife content. If anything, I will hop on someone's live, chill for a little bit, because I'm kind of busy trying to figure out my own thing, right? And I consume a lot of other content more, even YouTube content. So I
consume a lot of different content.
Yeah, so I actually like paying attention to what these other spaces are doing to grow. You know what I mean? That's why I follow Mr. Beast, or even the Logan, the Paul brothers and stuff like that. I follow them too, because love them or hate them, they figured out the fucking system, dude.
I can tell you one thing that I've learned, right? That works with knife videos, right?
Yeah.
And this is just from my experience, and it has to do with the thumbnail and titles, right? So one thing I've learned that, and you can check my channel and look, right?
Yeah.
And I talked about this months ago. I've talked about it multiple times.
Yeah.
A thumbnail with a knife with a blade that seems like it goes into the handle, and a long shot like that.
Yeah,
right?
I know. People love that shit
really fucking well for some reason. And I figured it out. Right. For some now go down. Bang. Bang. Right? For some reason it does well. So I repeat it because it does well. Now look at this.
I like this actually here.
That one where you see only a couple. So what I did there is I'm showing you one knife because I know a lot of the people will know what the knife is, right?
Yeah.
So I'm not going to show you. So if I say fast 5, right? And this is where when I see other people's videos, I say, why did you do that? Why did you show all 5 knives in the thumbnail?
Because you want them to figure out what it is, right?
Right. Yeah. You want them to wonder, what's number 4? What's number 2? What's number 5? You want them to have some type of interest in what is the rest of the video. You literally showed them exactly what they're going to find in the video with the thumbnail. Don't do that. Show them one of the things in the video.
I love this too, son, bro.
I know. 223.
I love that
knife. It's one of my. That's probably
so dope.
Probably my favorite.
Yeah. The thing is I think look, this one got.
That's clickbait. That's some fucking clickbait. I know. What would a clickbait for you guys? I got to throw one of those in every once in a while.
Do you want to see how fucking crazy? Look, I'm just gonna show you right now, and these numbers are gonna seem very minuscule to you because you guys are just.
No, they're not. Dude, don't. Talk
but I'm just gonna show you a little bit of. Oh, I can't do my insight on this. What the fuck,
You're
bro?
what?
I can't do insight on PC on Instagram. Oh, I can. Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna show you this real quick. I'm gonna hide this. Show this. This is just like StreamYard, by the way. If you're interested in it, it's $15, bro. It's fucking awesome.
Dude, that's crazy. That's badass.
Yeah. So this is my IG right here. This is my reels, right? So let me do this. Okay, so show reels and it'll show you the numbers. Okay, so I just posted these. That's why they're like that. But like, look at this video. Okay, I'm not even gonna play the audio because I can't. Look at how much fucking editing goes into this. Like, there's pictures. I'm doing fucking stupid things.
Yours are doing better than mine.
But I'm saying though, you know, and people are like, some people are like, yo, these videos are so fire. Like, look, there's so much shit going on here, bro.
Yeah, no, I can see the work you're putting in.
It got to a point where I was like, I know I make fire content, but no one's watching it. But I fucking do something like, what you this, bro? I do something like this. I know,
right? Then everybody watches. Everybody watches.
How many fucking This video took me seconds to make.
How many views was it? How many views was it?
It's 2,300, and my follower count is only like 3,000 something.
Right. And it's funny, dude. It works. I love it. I think it's hilarious. I was showing Kara just a little bit ago. I was showing her because I think that shit's hilarious. So it works. Repeat it. Now, like I am. With other stuff. You know,
I'm gonna repeat it with my regular stuff too, but also like do that.
Morals, right? If there's stuff that like I said earlier, right? There's video. I could make a channel right now that's hyper successful, but it's just I'm not willing to do it. Like I could put less work in, less everything, and do it, but it's just against my morals. I don't. That's not what I'm gonna do. But as long as the type of content is something that you can make your own style and put your own twist on, and you like it and you enjoy it, then do it. Right? Yeah. There's nothing that, like, it's mind blowing to me that people think that there's some type of moral code to sticking with the same thing you've been doing the whole time. Like, as if like changing is a bad thing. Changing is a good thing. Grow as much as you can, change as much as you can to appeal to a big audience while keeping your same audience, right? And you're always going to lose some people, but you obviously want to stay appealing to the people you already have, right? And you can do that. There is a way.
I did lose some subs though. I did lose some subs, and I think it's the husbands or boyfriends that are gonna get in trouble. Like, if that's on their you know, that's on their feed, right? So I've
it's
lost
knife content, baby. I promise. Wait 5 seconds. It's knife content. Trust me.
But what's crazy is like it's starting to offset now, where like there are new subs replacing the old ones. So I think by next week I should be back up.
But you don't want to think like that. You don't want to think replacement because you want your core audience.
No, so here's my theory.
100 supporters is better than 1,000, you know, just people.
Yeah. Well, here's my theory, okay? I think that I gained a lot of followers when I had Ben Banters on. Shout out to Ben, by the way. But, you know, this is a very, like, church-going group. And I did gain a lot of followers from them. And I just don't think they vibe with those videos. That's one of my theories.
And that's past your style, though. Right?
Yeah. So you know, they see the tits. They're like, oh, I can't follow it anymore. You know, stuff like that. Yeah. And you know, like the crazy thing is, like, I've grown more on TikTok than I did on YouTube and on Instagram. Like I'm you know what's funny, bro? I post the same short. Like, those shorts come from TikTok, and then I repost it on YouTube and Instagram, and then I see like what works everywhere.
So you're saying you're doing better on Instagram than...
It depends. So that video I just showed you with the Kaiser Cormorant, which is like one of the weirdest knives that I've fucking played with recently, because I think it's so bad, like, and ugly. You've played with this one, right?
Yeah, I got one.
Yeah, it's so bad, but then at the same time, like, for just like a fidgety thing. Yeah. Like, I don't know what's better though.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of it. I thought it was cool at first. Yeah, but it quickly wore off.
Oh yeah. Like, I only carried it one day, but then I was like, they've achieved what they wanted to with it, but I wish it was cheaper, and they didn't.
I wish it was smoother in a way.
Oh, mine is so smooth.
No, mine's smooth too, but I don't know. Like okay, let me rephrase that. I wish the detent. I don't know. Maybe it's just mine, but something about the action. It's good, but it's not outstanding.
I agree with you on that. I agree with you. I would agree with you on that. It's not outstanding. It just works. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Right. Yeah. And all 4 deployment methods work pretty well. I actually told people, like, this is so ugly, bro. I can't even believe
that's the problem.
It's so fucking damn ugly. Why did they choose these scales on this?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I said the same thing. I
crazy.
said, why did you? And then the other one was the X's. They got rid of that and put lines. Like,
this is
what were
lines
you
from
thinking?
like the Kaiser Rogue, bro. Like from back in the day. You know what I mean?
Everybody said get rid of the X's, and they thought for some reason they wanted them to take the X's and just put them together, like side
Why
by
don't you
side.
just make like a solid
regular
piece?
scales?
Yeah.
Regular scales. What sells?
Oh shit!
It's
right.
weird.
You know what?
But,
I think.
let me ask you something though about your YouTube though. So with YouTube and with TikTok and your Instagram, you're putting the most work into where?
So YouTube gets a lot of work because that's where I'm putting in the shows, the podcasts. That's where I'm doing the lives. That's where I'm doing the other 2 channels too.
But it's giving you the least amount back. Is that what you said?
Not the least amount back. It's kind of like the legacy thing platform that I've been uploading on. But again, remember this whole like short form, like babes and stuff, babes and knives type videos. I've only been doing it for a week. All my YouTube views are up,
you got to continue.
My YouTube views, like my green, I have never seen like 60,000 views or something up on my YouTube ever in my entire thing until last week. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna keep doing this. I'm probably gonna do some top knife stuff too. I think.
But do you think that was from Instagram?
No, no. What I did was I post the same piece of content on Instagram and YouTube and TikTok. It starts from TikTok. Okay.
Oh, so you're saying because of that on YouTube you got a boost, and that was from Shorts?
Yeah, so I turned that TikTok into a YouTube Shorts, and while I don't make money on it, you don't make money on Shorts anyway, right? It's like funneling subscribers to my page. Like they'll see it and they'll be like, "What the fuck is this?" Like even people that aren't even into knives really, and they're like, "Yo, this is crazy. This guy's got like, yeah."
Do you think that putting a whole 10-minute video together like that would work?
It's possible. I might do a compilation at the end of the month or something, like the best ones.
If they like the shorts, right? And I don't mean the same exact ones. You could do different ones, but do a whole video where you just got back to back, right? 1 minute or 30-second clips of this, that, that. Because then, because we are in a time where people, and like I said the other day in my opening up, I said, I know most of you don't have the attention span of a toaster or something like that, because it's like
it's true though.
I did a video and like they're freaking out. Like it took you a minute and a half to open the damn thing up. Like it's like fast forward, man. Like
I know it's crazy.
You can fast forward. You have a bar. You do.
You don't use the timestamps, right?
What's that?
That you don't use the timestamps.
I switched over to the computer. I'm literally redoing everything, so I'm going to be doing it again soon.
Yeah, I would do it too. Yeah, I think I should do it too, especially for podcasts. A lot of the.
You want me to tell you something though?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so YouTube will do it for you.
Yeah.
If you put it in the video. So if you type in the video, if you type say if I did 5 knives, right?
Yeah.
If I did 5 knives and the Civivi Elementum was after this knife, I write on the screen the Kaiser original. Then when this one pops up, I write Civivi Elementum button lock. And then what they'll do is they'll underneath the screen, they'll timestamp and say Civivi Elementum at 2 minutes and whatever.
Wait, but how do you write it in? Like on your PC?
On your screen. Just literally type it on the screen. But you can't show a picture. You have to actually type it. Yeah. Okay. I didn't know that either. Now I have a whole bunch of videos where they did it for me.
Wow, that's amazing.
Only the ones I typed it out. Only the ones I typed it out.
That's amazing, dude.
I was doing that because I knew people were from other countries. And people were freaking out, even though I would say Civivi Elementum button lock. People couldn't understand my pronunciation.
Yeah.
So they would continue to ask, what'd you say? What'd you say? So I would just write it on the screen. So right when I said it, Civivi Elementum button lock, and on the bottom of the screen, it would say Civivi Elementum button lock.
That's fucking awesome. I mean, I'm so fascinated with everyone's like tricks and like what they do to grow and stuff like that. That's actually what fascinates me the most. I honestly think that because it doesn't even matter what niche it's in. Like, and somebody like blows up somehow. When the stupid like Island Boys dudes like came on, and I'm not a fan of them, obviously, but when that popped off, bro, I followed what they were doing I'm like watching the shit show, and I'm like, oh, that one video went stupid viral, and now they're doing this. They're not doing so well anymore, but
they're doing really bad.
It was really interesting to watch that unfold. It was like watching Tiger King on Netflix or something. You know what I mean?
You do want to get a corner though. That's one thing. So you want to be consistent in a corner that works. So like say me with the 5 fasts, right? I started doing those because they were always giving me the green arrows, right? So I did them because of that reason.
What if it's just I like videos that give me the arrows though. What if it's only the titties, bro? Like the titties are giving me the arrows. Am I gonna be titties are
giving the arrows, so you guys do titties. But what I'm saying though is that you want to pick one, and this is the thing. Like I could have done other things that got me the arrows. This was something that I liked, they liked, and it was easy enough for me to do. To where I could continue doing it over and over and over and over because I have like a lot of knives. So what I did was now I've basically owned a corner, meaning like things with the number 5, things with fast, things with knives, they'll throw me in there and they'll put me at the top of the screen because I've made so many videos on it.
Like that.
But you can't make 10 videos and think that you're gonna all of a sudden
you gotta make like hundreds or something.
Right. But if those are the videos that are giving you the green arrow and you make hundreds of them, that you by default, YouTube is going to continue to push that content harder and harder and harder and harder because you're always getting the green arrows. So now all of a sudden, when somebody types in 5 knives, right? 5 great knives, right? All of a sudden, bam, Neeve's knives. You know what I mean? You'll own that algorithm.
It makes fucking sense to me, bro. Yeah. You know, the other thing too, dude, that I noticed like immediately when you hopped onto camera, right? Like people, just look at the way your setup looks like. You know what I'm saying? Like this is so crazy professional in comparison to the first time you were on here. You know what I'm saying? Like people don't understand.
I've invested a lot of money.
How hard you fucking worked to do this. And
I've recently quit my job.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
There was like I always
I have no choice but to succeed in it. Like I'm not trying to. I don't want to.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you right now, you're gonna fucking do it, bro. You're fucking gonna do it. Okay, like 100%, you're doing that shit. Like I have full faith in you. Like I never doubted you for a second when all this stuff was going on.
And one thing like I love about you though, dude, is that with everything and through everything, you've been nothing but like awesome, dude.
Thanks, man.
You've always celebrated my successes.
Yes,
dude. I've always loved about you. You've never like stuck your nose up or acted a certain way. You've always been nothing but like just supportive. I love that about you, and that's why I consider you such a great friend.
Thanks, bro.
And
fucking cry here, man. It's gonna be one of those crying videos again, like on my fucking Instagram.
I'm serious though, dude. I do really appreciate that, man. You've been a great friend, and it's awesome because we need that, man. We need to be able to support each other's successes because, dude, honestly, man, I honestly I know you, dude. You're gonna. It's like I don't know if it's like just like a ticking time bomb or what's gonna happen, but I feel like you're gonna fucking blow up because
thank you, bro.
Like I see you busting your ass and you're doing so many things, like just like, and you're pumping out so much, you're putting so much work into it. It's like it's inevitable that it's gonna happen. It's just what's going to catch, right? It's just that thing. That thing's gonna catch, and that's why, like I'm saying, like if you can find those things that are pumping up that green arrow, and continue to light those things up, dude, like you're gonna
follow the arrows, bro. Definitely following the arrows. I'll tell you that much.
That's your way of knowing. And then what happens is like over like a month, YouTube will send you a little note saying, oh, you're doing good, doing better than last month. Hey, congratulations. You're 130% up over last month.
That's awesome.
You want to see that stuff. So continue trying to see that because it leads you to, because remember, they're a computer. They're math. That's all it is. It's a math system that is designed to pick up numbers. So it sees your numbers constantly going like this up, right? That's when they, once you hit like a certain milestone, then they're like, okay, show them to this many people, show them to that many people. You want that to happen, you know? And if you don't care, not you, but like other people, there's nothing wrong with not caring and just having fun with it and this and that. But if you do want it to be successful, you can do it morally, you can do it fun, you can do it in a way that is not against, you know, your moral codes or anything like that. And I hate that people get that stigma when they want to make money on YouTube or they want to be successful and have a successful channel. Every single person does. Just some people are just more quiet about it or are just not honest about it. And I truly believe that there might be a couple just doing it for fun, but it's pretty quick. You'll see if they get an opportunity to make money doing what they love, they're gonna take it.
Yeah, I don't see, like,
why wouldn't you?
Right. If you could still be doing exactly what you're doing, but like be able to provide for, you know, your girl, your boyfriend, or whatever it is, you know what I mean, for your family.
Yeah.
Like whether it's an extra source of income or not, like I just don't see why people wouldn't jump on.
Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you want that? And why wouldn't you want that for your friend? Like to me, the people that give me shit, I don't care. I don't care because I don't want them to be my friend anyways. Because my friends want me to succeed.
Dude,
my friends want me to do things right, you know, what I want to do and be happy.
Yeah, man, dude, you know, you telling me right now that you quit your job, I was like, bro, that's fucking huge, man. I know that you're gonna fucking kill it even more because just from this 50 minutes alone, and like this is how you know, like, we're tight. We've been talking for fucking 50 minutes. I gotta, you couldn't even tell. Yeah. Like you've learned even more than last time.
Yeah.
Like I feel like you're a little more confident in what you're saying. Like, no, this is what you got to do. This is what works. And it's, to me, right? Like the growth of your channel, of course, absolutely awesome. But people on YouTube have fucking grown even crazier than that. That's why to me, I always use this one girl on TikTok as an example. Shout out to Royal Pain as me. I started following her when she was like 4,000 subs on TikTok. Okay. A year later, bro, this is like at the height of pandemic. She's on a Zoom call with fucking Ryan Reynolds, like doing fucking magic on the internet.
That's awesome.
In a year,
that's
dude.
Amazing.
And that's from like just, you know, just catching fire, going viral on the internet. And I think the reason why people gave you so much shit is it isn't really seen in the knife community, virality. And I think it's starting to become seen now.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
It's just it took time.
You've seen it with, like, I'm going to give two other examples aside from Neve's Knives. Everyday Minimalist, Little Fit Devil. They both those channels offer two different things, right? And they just went for it. And that's why they're so massive. And I think that either new people were really upset that, you know, these channels are growing, they must be cheating or whatever. And people that have been doing it for a long time,
they should be excited.
People have been doing it for a long time, right? Who are also kind of upset, like wondering what's going on because they had to work a lot to get to where they're at.
I give them credit, man. I understand.
Me too. It's like, I just think that you have to adapt to the new tactics of the modern world, bro. Things have changed. You know, back then you would do a pocket thump video and you would get fucking thousands and thousands of views. No one gives a fuck now.
Nope.
You know what I mean? Only Best Damn EDC can do that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right, you can do it, but you have to have it in a certain style.
Right,
you have to capture the attentions of the people, and you got to figure out what people are those. How big is that audience of people, and do I like that audience? Right? Because you don't want to, because you're not going to be able to keep up with it if you don't like the audience.
True.
Right? So, and finding that thing, like, dude, think about this, right? That one video I did that's got like over 11 million views.
Yeah, that's the react.
That means a Neve's not Neve's, a Knives video. Hit trending. Imagine that.
That's crazy.
That should be like sunlight to every knife channel that does want to succeed. That means it can happen. It's just, what type of audience does that appeal to? And how can you appeal to them, right? How can you capture them? And I'm sure, like put it this way, I don't look at it as a loss, right? Obviously, I think it's very, very great. But out of 11 million people, 70,000 of them subscribe to my channel, right?
Yeah.
So that's still 11 million people that were still interested to some extent. Like,
right.
So you can count probably 5 million of them didn't give a shit about a knife.
Dude, 11 mil for a fucking knife video is crazy, dude, dog. That shit is awesome, bro.
After I posted that one video the other day, I have so many comments saying, I don't even care about knives. I just come to you because I like your channel.
That's the thing too. That's where you build the culture.
That.
Yeah. You know, I think that's where Kelly and I, because the people that come watch us are like so close with us.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Like they send us stuff.
To the bigger audience
dude,
too,
there was one this dude you know, guys like Neeve, Mark H, you know, I want to shout out like literally everybody, but
I know.
Those two have fucking consistently like been paying attention
to them.
When they send us a fucking package, like they knew like Kelly likes certain things, bro. You know, like Mark H got
pay attention.
He got me a Crow pop figure because he knows the Crow is the Crow. You know the movie The Crow?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so The Crow is my favorite movie.
Brandon Lee.
Yeah, so on Christmas, he gave me a giant package of stuff in it, right? And like one of the things that I pulled out was the Crow, like a pop like figure, you know, with the big heads. And then I talked about like Mazinger Z, which is like my favorite giant robot in Japanese anime. I watched it when I was a kid. Buys me the Mazinger Z movie. Like this is, you have to be watching the channel to know this. This is not like I told this information in just one podcast. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think what Kelly and I did is like we built culture first, and I think now we're gonna experiment with the stuff that you literally just told me that I already knew, but I was too lazy to do. But I think I'm really gonna hop on it this time.
Yeah, you should. You should.
Before I let you head out, I think we should do the last segment. We're not gonna do the sharp or dull segment today because we don't have time to do that.
Yeah.
But I'll
go as long as you want, man. I mean, I know you probably want to take off, but I'm just saying, though, like, I got time,
dude. If I had forever, like, I would fucking do that and do like fucking 3 hours.
Think like that. I think about like the people, and I wonder, see, like, I know me and you could sit here and talk about that for hours.
Oh
yeah, I wonder,
dude.
Like, does the audience even give a shit about this?
They will.
Subject? Like, well, you know, it's almost like. You know, should we almost like just restart into a different topic and just like save that one for just me and your subject? I don't know.
You know why they will? Because the people that watch me, they listen to this podcast when they're like doing security guard work, or when they're like working like in a field or on a farm or something, and they want to listen to something while they're doing their stuff. That's the people that listen to the podcast. So it's they just want to hear, and they're gonna think it's really cool that Neeves, Knives, Jerad, and Ray from Everyday City Carries just like talking to each other. You know what I mean? That's really what it is. All right, so we're gonna share this right here. You finally gotten to the point where Neeves, Knives, you know, you fucking designed a knife, bro. Okay, you designed one. You're finally gonna come out with one, and you have to choose from one of these Chinese OEMs. Okay. And we're gonna start off with Neeves knives, with We Knives, of course. Their We Knife account got hacked, so I have to use the fan photos one, which did direct. Yeah, it did. Either hacked or they aren't accessible to it anymore. When you can't even find them on Instagram. This was announced.
Maybe they just banned you.
No, because I asked other people to look it up. And they said they can't find it either. And
you double check to make sure they didn't ban.
Yeah. I was really scared. I was like, maybe they don't like the tits in China. I don't know. So you got We Knives, right?
Yep.
You've got Kaiser.
Yep.
Okay. You have Artisan Cutlery.
Yep.
Okay. And then you have Bestech.
Yep.
And I think that's it. So which one of those are you gonna go with? We all the way?
Yeah, and 2 reasons.
Okay, go ahead.
One, they have the best heat treat out of all the companies right there.
Yep.
Hands down. And the best grinds.
They
equally, all of them have really good fit and finish. Good. They also have the best. I'm not gonna say the best, but I like their hardware. They use.
Oh shit! You know what? I think I put Riyadh in here too.
Well,
Oh,
if
no, I
Riyadh
didn't.
then I'm
No, I
picking
did.
Riyadh.
I didn't. I did it on purpose
You
because
already knew.
because I feel like that is a league above these guys.
It is.
That's why. Yeah,
They
I
have real
didn't put it.
They have real artisans.
Yeah, that's why I didn't put. I think we is the closest to Riyadh in these four, but it's still not there. I mean, when you hear that the OEM for even a like like the Pena X series, for example, it's Riyadh, or this knife is manufactured by Riyadh, like you kind of like feel good inside. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna spread a little rumor really quick. Is that okay?
Go ahead.
So this is true, right? But there might be an OEM hopefully coming in the USA for the USA sometime in the future soon.
Wow.
So, which that would be absolutely amazing because one of the biggest arguments right now is there's literally no OEM for USA. If you want to have a knife design done, you can't get one done.
Yeah, or it's too expensive or something like that. You got to charge an insane price.
They won't do it because they're like you have to get this many pieces and it's way more than you want and it's way too expensive. But if you had the opportunity to have 300 pieces made at a reasonable price and all that good stuff, so that might possibly be in the works in the near future. And I this is the first time I've talked about it. So
awesome.
Dropped it on Everyday City.
Dropped it. Thank you so much, bro.
I'm actually talk about who it is or anything like that. Just no.
There is a follow-up to that.
And I try to tell people that because people try to get on me about some of the things like, oh, these Chinese knives and stuff. It's like, man, if you only knew what was happening behind the scenes. It's like sometimes there's a means to an end. Sometimes, and I'm not saying I don't still like, some of the overseas knives, but obviously I still want to root for my home team.
I got you.
For the home team. But how can we get where the outcome in the end is best for the home team?
True,
right?
True.
And a lot of people, they don't realize, like, they just see like certain things and they think like that's what it's going to be forever. It's like, man, you don't know.
Yeah. I have a follow-up to this question. So you chose we knives.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Okay. Now we're going to flip it, right? The final question, we're going to flip it. You're getting your knife made, but you're getting it manufactured in the US, and you have to choose from these. They're actually gonna make your knife. Okay, just pretend like I know they only make their own shit, but
I get it.
Just pretend like they will. They love Neve's knives so much. They're like, yo, we're gonna do it.
They're so awesome.
You got CRK, right? Chris Reeves knives. You've got Hinderer knives. Okay. You've got TRM. Which one are you gonna go with?
Hot damn it. All right, so I'm gonna say, and there's a reason why I'm gonna say this. So I would probably want to go with TRM, but I would go with Hinder. I would go with Hinder because TRM is a small facility. They probably wouldn't be able to and I know this is all like not in reality, but Hinder, I think, would, if you gave them the right design, I think they could pull it off perfectly and be able to execute it and maintain up to speed with things a little bit better than TRM because they've been doing it for so long. I think TRM would do a great job and I would love it to be them, but they're not doing a lot in titanium, and like they are, but they're not to the extent that Hinder is. So I would probably go with Hinder. They got their detents down. They got, a lot of the things down that I would want. TRM's awesome. I love TRM, and I would love it to be them, but I think I would have to go with Hinder at the end of the day.
Wow.
Even though, man, I don't know. TRM's, their heat treats are really good, man, and I like their geometry.
Me too.
But that's a tough one, right?
Bro, I had to fucking do it. We had to like cap it off with like a good fucking question, dude. So choosing we knives for the overseas OEM and choosing Hinderer for the US OEM. That's amazing, dude.
Badass Hinderer too. Mr. Amazing sent me 2 new ones.
My Mr. Amazing is like Bacon Swag FL Chris. He just like sends me stuff all the time.
A fat carbon fiber skinny.
Oh shit, dude. That's sick, bro.
Dude, this is so sick. And he gave me an extra scale for this, but I've always wanted the sheep's foot. Now, check this out. Oh, so dope. a full titanium Timascus XM 24.
Wow.
This is the big dog with a Timascus scale.
That's awesome, dude. I fucking love Hinderers, bro.
So sick.
I fucking love Hinderers, dude.
Crazy.
I do.
He
I
also
do
gave me
really
a
like him a
Stroke
lot
in that same package. I hate to boast, but
that's crazy.
Yeah, it is. Love the guy, man. He's done so much for the channel, man.
Yeah,
it's amazing. And that's what I mean when I said it's better to have 100 supporters than 1,000 viewers.
Yeah.
You know?
I know what you're saying, man, because I definitely feel like I've got this close-knit group that comes to check out what Kelly and I are doing. They even watch the vlog channel, and they pay donations to the Patreon, and they just always like kind of have our best interests at heart. I have people following me on multiple platforms, like always commenting on my stuff. I'm like, holy shit, you know. And
you want to try to appeal to the audience, like the mass audience. You want to do that because that's how you get into the YouTube sphere.
Yeah.
But you need a core audience that just has your back. You need that.
That's amazing, man. This was a fucking great fucking podcast, dude. I absolutely love this. Everybody follow Neeve's Knives if you don't already, but follow Neeve's Knives. I'm going to put the descriptions in the bottom, and I'll link that video that explains and shows the analytics and all that for people that are curious who haven't seen it yet.
Well, I wouldn't go watch it unless if you're thinking shady shit about me.
Yes, of course.
I go off.
My audience does not think shady shit.
Yeah,
but I think if there are some, random people that's come on, or people that are kind of like lurking in the comments, that don't say anything but watch the videos, that is something. Or maybe you just want something eye-opening to show you what can be possible with hard work and research. You can watch that video, and I'll link that in the description. This is your boy Ray and Neeve's Knives, and this is the Everyday City Carry saying peace. This video was brought to you by Asia the Amazing Outdoors. Located in Woodridge, New York, you can enjoy the amazing outdoors in the Catskills. There's camping, ATV rentals, ATV riding lessons, guided ATV tours, and much more. Give them a follow on Instagram and shoot them a DM for inquiry. Or you can email them at asianewyork@gmail.com. This video is brought to you by the Beautiful Leather Goods by Andar. All products are 100% full grain leather. Orders over $35 get free shipping automatically. You get free exchanges and a 90-day return policy. Maybe you want to pick up the Apollo. Or if you're like me and you want to go super minimal and slim, you'll probably check out the Monarch. And our wallets have this cool, unique pull tab. They go like this, getting your cards out. That allows quick access to your cards. Head over to andar.com and use promo code EDCC to get 15% off your entire order. Yo, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit that bell icon so we can squad up in the comments.